Hey everyone, so I think we are focused now. It wasn't focusing for the longest time. I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with my Charlotte Tilbury primer. Just go ahead and use whatever primer you want. I'm also going to use my Dr. Brandt. This is one of my holy grails. I'm going to put that in my T-zone. My face is really dry. What was I going to say? Oh, I already did my base makeup for a tutorial, and then I just decided that I wanted to go ahead and do this video because everyone is asking me what sponge I'm using in my videos and stuff. So let's go ahead and do this thing. Here we have a beauty sponge, and then here we have a beauty blender, so you guys can see how much the difference in size. This is a lot more round at the bottom, a lot more wide. This is a lot more tapered and a lot more tinier. You guys can see the bottom of it. This one's obviously bigger. They're both damp. This is a beauty sponge I found at Marshall's, and this is the package that it came in. It says Flawless Blend Urban Studio. Do not buy this online. This is so much more expensive online. So do not buy it online. Just try to find it in a Marshall's. Are we going to focus here? I found this at Marshall's for $3.99. Originally I went and I was like, okay, my aunt, she is a senior in high school, and she needed a new beauty sponge just because my little sister was washing hers and she ripped it. So I was like, oh, I'll get her a new beauty sponge. So they were super cheap there. I didn't want to spend a lot of money. It was around Christmas time, and I was just like, you know what, like, whatever, I'm just gonna get her a cheap one. So I found this one. Well, my mom found it, and my mom was like, oh, look, here's a beauty sponge. And I was like, okay, so I'll get this one for her. It turns out that this was one of the best things ever, and I actually didn't give it to her because I loved it so much. So this is called Flawless Blend Urban Studio Ultimate Blending Sponge. I like this a lot because let me tell you why. When you squish it, you don't feel the other side of the sponge, okay? When you feel the beauty blender, it's so thin that you can feel your finger almost on the other side. Yeah, like even here, like you can feel your finger, and here you cannot. There's like something in the center that is preventing you from doing that. I don't know, maybe because this one is bigger. I just like the texture of this one better. It's a lot softer, and the beauty blender, I feel like it gets a little rough as you like start to clean it, and then like it breaks apart, and then it has like little holes in it, and then those holes will just transfer onto your face. Like when you're putting on foundation, you'll have little holes that aren't filled in, like your, how do you call it, like your foundation isn't applying evenly because of those little holes, because the beauty sponge or the beauty blender is doing that. And with this one, I haven't really had a problem with it like falling apart or anything or doing that, just because I've had it for about 3 weeks. I've had the beauty blender for a month, and just a little over a month actually. I got it with the $20 off from the Beauty Insider with Sephora, like when they were doing that $15 off of 50, 20 off of 50, or 25 off of 50. So that's when I got this one, which wasn't too long ago, and it's already breaking apart, and I'm just so tired of buying the beauty blender because it's so expensive. It's 20 bucks for those of you who didn't know. And the thing is, like, those $20 could be going towards a new foundation brush, you know what I mean? Like one that's more expensive, one that might blend out a little bit easier. So much better than the Morphe sponge. It's so much better than Real Techniques, so much better than Ofra's sponge, than Tarte's new sponge. Any sponge that has came out late last year does not compare to this. This just, it's so like bouncy, and like you can just bounce your foundation on your face. And it just doesn't, it has a lot more coverage, as you can see on your under eyes. This will cover a lot more space, whereas this does not cover that much space. And this one is just, it's more like springy, I guess. I don't know if I would use the word springy, but it's a lot more bouncy, whereas this, it kind of just, it's bouncy as well, but it's kind of like, it's just tough. Like the beauty blender turns tough after a while, which I don't really like. And this is like the perfect, I don't even know if it feels dense. A lot of you guys have purchased it. I'm gonna leave screenshots here on the screen for those of you guys who have showed me it. And it's just so incredible that so many of you guys have found it. Someone even told me like it's so squishy and it feels so nice, and I was so happy that you guys are able to experience what I experienced when I put my makeup on. So it looks like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do a demo of my makeup so you guys are really up close. I'm gonna use my LA Girl Pro Coverage foundation. You guys like being this close? I really don't know. I feel like this is a little too close for comfort. It's like you guys have to actually feel it to know the difference of like the beauty sponge and the beauty blender, so it kind of sucks, but I will put my foundation evenly on both sides. I'm gonna blend out this side with the beauty sponge, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see like a difference or anything. Okay. Just covers the space instantly. I'm not gonna go up too high because I need to cut it off. And boom, you're pretty much done. I'm just gonna blend out this side just a little bit because I don't like taking foundation up there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just looks so soft. Now I'm gonna use my beauty blender. So here we have the beauty blender. That's what it looks like up close, so you guys can really see it. And I'm gonna use that to cover this. It does get in little places really easily, so that is a plus. But as far as pushing the product into your skin, I'm looking at it now, and this one really pushed the product into my pores. It filled it in. It just made everything look so much more airbrushed because of how the texture is. I don't know, I like the way that this side came out more because it looks more flawless and airbrushed, and it doesn't look like, oh, this side just looks, I don't know, can you guys even tell? This is the side with the sponge. This is the side with the beauty blender. I really don't know if you guys can even tell, but let's put on some under eye concealer because I know a lot of you guys like seeing that part. I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape today. I'm gonna blend out this side with this. And with a beauty blender, like, I can automatically feel a product and just know that it really compares. But this one, I knew it didn't feel the same, but I also knew that something was so good about this sponge. I'm not being sponsored. I swear to God, this is not sponsored. I swear on everything in my life, this is not sponsored. Is this like light washing me off? Because there's like a little light in the distance. Okay, so let's do this one. If you totally like the beauty blender and you don't like, you know, knockoffs or anything, I understand. I was like that too until I found this sponge, I swear. And then I'm just gonna blend this out. Like, I just feel like I'm punching myself with this one, but with the other one, it just bounces so effortlessly. Like, it's just so much softer. And you don't even like, don't like punch your face with it, you know, like, don't do that. Just lightly, just enough to blend in the product. So I don't know, every time I'm doing my makeup, I just reach for the beauty sponge. I don't reach for my beauty blender anymore, but I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain to you guys how do people do these videos. But I'm looking at my skin now. This side looks a little dry, whereas this one looks a little bit more moisturized and everything. And it's not because I moisturized one side better than the other, it's just because this one carries a lot more moisture in it, so I think that it just helps with blending out everything. And then I like to go in and just like pick up the excess product. I like going in with the side that I didn't use. Whereas this one, there's like no more water in it, but I'm still gonna do the same thing. And like, I don't know, this just doesn't feel as good. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys out. So I really don't know if you guys really can like understand. Lucy's right here, so I don't even know if you guys can see her. She's right there. I really just don't know if I'm even doing this product any justice. This one is so easy to wash out. I use like a coconut body wash just to wash this out. Sometimes I use the Sephora brush cleanser, and I like that as well, but with the coconut one, I just find that it's easier. It's like liquid form, and it works better to wash out blenders. So, or not blenders, but sponges. I don't know, I like this one a lot better. Let me know if you guys saw a difference. I'm not gonna finish my face just because these sponges have nothing else to do with my face, but I don't keep the box. I just kept it just to show you guys what it looked like. It says precision, I can't say that word, precision, perfection contouring, and then it says latex free, hypoallergenic, you can use it damp or dry, is a perfect tool to evenly blend cream and liquid foundation for a smooth, seamless look, dampen the sponge to create a flawless blend, or use dry for complete coverage. It says compare at $8, so I don't know if it retails like online for $8 or what, but I guess you can find it somewhere for $8. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this kind of little demo thing. I really love this. I really highly suggest that you guys go out and get it. Let me know if you do. You can find it at TJMAxx and at Marshall's. A lot of people have bought it at Marshall's, some at TJMAxx. I guess they're owned by the same company. Not really sure. But I've only ever been to Marshall's with my mom, so that's where I got this one. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful. If you guys bought the product, let me know how you guys like it down below. And I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.